Hello and welcome to the English Football Podcast. Today we're going to go through our UEFA Champions League round of 16 predictions. We're going to talk about the games, who I think will win, and then our score predictions. And we'll, tally up points. Once they're done, get straight into it with AC Milan taking on the mighty bottlers, Tottenham Hotspur. Start with you, Theo. What do you think about the game?
I think Milan will win. Because Spurs, well, like you just said, bottlers, they're not doing that well recently. But I think it'll be a close game. But Spurs, altogether, they will bottle it. I think they might come out with a draw, but then they'll just give it away, like usual Spurs we've seen, I guess. But yeah, I don't think they're going to win. AC Milan have been looking quite strong, actually, and with like Theo Hernandez and Giroud, they've got a really good squad, and Spurs aren't really a match to that. So yeah.
I'll go now. You go last. Same with you, Theo. I think Milan will maybe just edge it. I think Spurs will put up a fight, but with the form they're on, and I just don't see them getting anything out of it. I think they'll get either a draw out of it at home for them, but at AC Milan, I see Milan winning. So, you?
I think form's just going to decide this game. AC Milan have been brilliant this season. Spurs, I don't know whatever goes on with Spurs, but I just think AC Milan are too strong right now to get beat by a team like Spurs. And yeah, I think this will be a pretty easy game, pretty easy decided game for Milan. Spurs might come back in the second leg, but overall Milan will beat them.
Right, we'll do our score predictions, Theo.
I think overall 4-2 Milan. I think at Spurs it'll be 2-2, and then at Milan it'll be 2-0.
I'm going to go 2-1 to Milan over both legs. 1-1 draw at Spurs in the second leg, and 1-0 win for Milan in the first.
I'm going to go 3-1 overall. First leg at AC Milan, 2-0 to them, and then at Spurs, 1-1.
Right then, the 2020 Champions League final was between Paris Saint-Germain and Bayern Munich. They meet here for the round of 16. First leg is in France. Second leg is in Germany. Start with you, Theo, again. Mm-hmm. How do you think the game will go?
Well, I think, like last time, it was a really close game, and I think it'll be close again. But I don't know. I reckon Bayern might win. Because PSG, they are doing well, of course, but with the squad they have, obviously Messi, Mbappe and Neymar, they should be doing better, and they haven't been known to, they have a lot of losses which should be quite easy for them, but I reckon Bayern, especially with Bayern Cancelo, I think they might edge a win.
I think it'll go right down to the wire. I think it'll go to extra time, actually, because there's no away goals now. And I think in extra time, Bayern Munich will edge it, I think, because they obviously beat them in that final. And I just think PSG, they are, used to the Champions League because they've been there every single year. But it's so different to Ligue 1. So I do see them winning.
Well, I personally see PSG winning this one. I think it'll be a very tight game, very close. Both teams will score quite a few, in my opinion. But I think, like you said, it'll go right down to the wire, right down to the end. And I think the final leg will really base it. Well, obviously, but I think PSG might just nick this one because Bayern are obviously top of Bundesliga, but I don't see them performing against PSG. And yeah, I think PSG will just, especially with their attack, be a bit too powerful for Bayern Munich this day.
Right then, let's have our score predictions there.
At PSG it'll be 2-1 to PSG, and then at Bayern 1-0 win. So I reckon it'll go to a pen shootout, and Bayern, like I say, will win it.
Right, I'm gonna go 3-2 to Bayern Munich, 2-2 over both legs, and 1-0 in extra time. Luca?
I'm going to go 2-2 at PSG, and then second leg 1-0 to PSG. So I think they'll win 3-2 on aggregate.
Now, we'll just do our score predictions for this, because this is Club Brugge versus Benfica. Theo?
2-0 Benfica.
I'm going to go 1-0 Benfica, 0-0 at Club Brugge, 1-0 at Benfica.
I'm going to go 1-0 to Benfica at Club Brugge, and then 2-0 to Benfica at home. So 3-0 in aggregate.
Right then, a big one to look forward to was Dortmund-Chelsea. Borussia Dortmund against Chelsea. No Haaland, a Bellingham who wants to leave, versus a Chelsea who've just spent 600 million after their owners have come in. Yeah, and are still 10th in the Premier League. So
many points behind Arsenal.
How do you think the game will go?
Well, yeah, like you were saying, in our last video as well, they with their buys and the money they spent, they should be doing well and should be winning. But I don't think they will. I think Dortmund will win, because Dortmund, yeah, like I said, Bellingham wants to leave, but they are doing well at the minute. And Chelsea, they're doing really poor, and I think it'll be chance to give maybe a few of their players a game, but I don't think they'll win.
Yeah, same with you. I think Dortmund have just got a better. Well, I mean, with all their signings, good signings, all that, but form really plays a part, and I think Dortmund have got.
Yeah.
Well, Dortmund are 6th in the Bundesliga, so although they've got people back from the World Cup, and obviously Bellingham, I think Bellingham will rule the midfield, and I'm going to say a Dortmund win.
I'm going to go for a Chelsea win. Like I did say earlier, form probably bases it all, but I don't know. I just see Chelsea pulling one out the bag here, and I see them pulling off a surprise victory. And yeah, I just don't think Dortmund will be able to handle maybe the fire of attack from Chelsea, especially if they play some of their newer signings. I think Dortmund will struggle this game.
Right then, saying Mudryk will tear apart the defence.
Not Mudryk, no. Someone else.
Yeah. Score prediction?
3-2 Dortmund.
I'm going 3-1 Dortmund. I'm going to say at Dortmund they'll have a goal spree 3-0, and then they'll win at Stamford Bridge 1-0.
I'm going 2-1 Chelsea, 1-0 to Dortmund at Dortmund, and then at Stamford Bridge 2-0 Chelsea.
Right then, the last year's final, Liverpool versus Real Madrid, they meet here as well in the round of 16. So, Theo, we'll start with you again.
Yeah, Real Madrid are winning this. Liverpool have been looking poor, and obviously like 9th or 8th or something. They've just been playing really bad, and they didn't really buy anyone, Liverpool. And Real Madrid, they have such a strong squad as well. I think it won't be easy, but it'll be like a good game for Madrid. They'll keep a strong lead in the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. Real Madrid are second now, I think, in with that little slip up to Villarreal in La Liga. Although Liverpool are just on a really bad run. So I think an easy win for Real Madrid.
Well, all I have to say is Liverpool are awful. Liverpool are doing terrible, and I just don't think if they can't pull off an easy win against some really easy teams in the Premier League this season, there's no chance they can beat Real Madrid. I think this will be an easy win for Real Madrid.
Score predictions there?
3-1 Real Madrid.
I'm going to go 3-1. Same with you. Maybe 1-1 at Anfield, just because it's Anfield, and then 2-0 at Real Madrid.
I'm going to go 3-0, 2-0 at Real Madrid, and then at Anfield 1-0 Real Madrid.
Right then, we'll just do our score predictions for this one, and maybe the last one as well. Frankfurt versus Napoli. Theo?
I reckon it'll be a close game, but I think Napoli might get a 2-1 win. I think it'll be 1-1 at Frankfurt and then 1-0 at Napoli.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. No, I'm gonna go 2-1 Frankfurt because they're
Because they beat
well,
West Ham, remember?
shut up. Brilliant in the Europa League, obviously beating the mighty Hammers. I mean,
Pretty
no
easy game.
one
for
could
them,
do that
but
really.
Pretty easy for
But
Frankfurt.
so I'm gonna go with Frankfurt win. What about you?
I'm gonna go 1-1 at Napoli, and then at Frankfurt 0-0, and I think extra time. Napoli will win 2-1 in extra time.
Righto. We'll go
Alrighty.
to the other game. Leipzig versus Man City. How do you think the game will go, Theo?
I think Man City will have. It'll be a tough game for them, like quite tough, because I think Leipzig will give him a game, but I reckon Man City will win just because strong squad and how they've been doing recently. They've just been really been amazing actually, and obviously title contenders. I reckon they'll win the league as well, so it'll be good to get through to the next round. And I reckon, Leipzig will give them a game, but Man City will just edge it.
Nice hope there, Theo, for your supporting club.
Arsenal will win the league.
You just said Man City. Anyway, that's a whole other debate. I'm gonna go easy Man City win. Leipzig are a good team, but they're not good enough for the Blues. Easy Man City win. What about you?
Man City will thrash Leipzig. That's all I need to say.
Okay, right. Score prediction.
2-1 Man City. I think 1-0 Leipzig at home, and then 2-0 City at the Etihad.
I'm going thrashing 4-0.
Ooh.
I'm going. Of course it is. It's always the same as yours.
I don't look up to you.
So, I'm going 2-0 both legs. So, yeah. Sorry, Leipzig.
I was going to go 4-0. I'll go 5-0. I'll go 5-0 because Callum doesn't want me looking up to him, like everyone. But I think I'll go 5-0, 3-0 first leg and 2-0 second leg.
Righty, last one. We'll just do our score predictions for Inter Milan against Porto. How do you see this game going?
Yeah, Inter will win. I reckon 2-0 overall. I don't think Porto will score because Inter are a good team, but 2-0. Easy.
No, I'm going Inter win. I'm going 2-1.
Oh.
1-1 at Porto in the second leg, but then 1-0. Have you said that as well?
I've not gone the same as you this
Oh.
time. Maybe not. Everyone always looks up to you. I think 3-0 Inter Milan. I think 2-0 at Inter, and then 1-0 at Porto. Porto will struggle.
Righty, thanks for watching. You've been
you.
watching the English Football Podcast. Make sure to subscribe and put that little bell thing on all so that you can have all the latest posts and videos all about football, latest news, transfers, and everything, really. I'm Callum.
I'm Theo. And I'm Luca.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Goodbye.